very much for that introduction, and it's a pleasure to be able to be with you here this evening. It has certainly been an interesting time over the last week in politics. I have to say I received a text message from a Labour MP this evening that wished me all the very best in the leadership campaign in the Conservative Party, and then went on to say perhaps you could become leader of the Labour Party. But I thought I would just say a little word to you, and I'm sorry because I have to go on to another event, so I won't be able necessarily to meet each of you individually. But I just wanted to say something about the challenges that I think we face, because I think, are at a very important moment in politics in Britain and in the life of this country. And of course there is the very important issue of the Brexit negotiations. I'm very clear, I was a Remainer, I campaigned to remain in the EU, but the British people, through that referendum vote, gave us their decision. They wanted the UK to come out of the EU, and I'm clear that Brexit means Brexit, and we should ensure that we are putting that into practice. But in doing that, we have to get the best possible deal for the UK. And that's a deal which is good in terms of trade in goods and services, and it's services, particularly financial services, that are so important to us here in the UK. Also, we must listen to those who voted out, because for many of them, actually immigration was an issue, and we need to ensure we do something to deal with the issue of free movement. It can't carry on operating as it has hitherto. And I think we need to be able to ensure, and we're negotiating on some of the security issues that I've dealt with the EU. So that is an important task in itself. But I wouldn't want the Conservative Party in government to become totally consumed by the Brexit negotiation. I think we were elected last year on a manifesto with a mandate put into government by the people of this country. And we should be ensuring that we're continuing with that manifesto and continuing to govern as Conservatives, as a united Conservative Party. And that is so important. And as I was going around the country in the run-up to the referendum, I had a real feeling from activists in the party that they recognised people were on different sides of the referendum debate, but they wanted to come together afterwards to ensure that we could remember what we share as Conservatives, the principles and values that underpin what we do, and go forward in that vein. And I think we do need to set out a bold new vision of a positive future for this country. And I think there are some real challenges that we face. The Brexit negotiation is linked into the question of keeping the United Kingdom together. The Scottish nationalists, we know Nicola Sturgeon is going around over to Brussels and so forth. I think actually if we get a good deal in terms of our relationship with the EU from the negotiations, that will be a very important element of keeping Scotland in the United Kingdom. And I believe passionately that we should keep the United Kingdom together.
Absolutely.
And then it pains me to say this, but in a sense, but I'm afraid we have seen some divisions developing in society. Some of the attacks that we saw at the weekend are such that have brought to the fore some racial divisions, some the sort of attitudes that I think we thought we had hoped were in the past. And there's a real need in our society today to heal those divisions and to bring people together. And I think that the vision of this party must be as a party which is a party and a party in government for all people and for the whole country. Because we as Conservatives have always been strongest when we have reached into every part of society and every part of the country. So there's a real challenge ahead for us. But I think we have an opportunity to set out that bold, that clear, that new vision for a positive future for this country. And working together, we can ensure that we build a better Britain. Thank you.
Nick.